Chicks with Crits.
Hey guys, before our episode begins, I want you guys to check out Dungeons and Blackguards. They're another actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Welcome, friends and adventurers, to Dungeons and Blackguards, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. Join us each week as the party tries to survive DM Robulon's homebrew sandbox campaign. Episode 1, A Deadly Point.
There we go. High five.
I'm a big robot. I put my hand up and I don't get it.
I high five my own hand.
Yeah.
And then run out of the cell.
Join us and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Last time on Chicks with Crits, the gang finally makes it to Bearburg, and upon entering the city, they meet a guard named Doth. Telling him their story, he quickly decides that what they say is true, and that he wants to take them straight to the lord of the city's house. Upon arriving there, a large crowd of city people are outside of the gates, calling out to an elven man named Roger. Chio quickly steps up and helps Roger disperse the crowd. Finally able to speak with him, Roger tells them that they need to go to the Trusty Bear Inn. He'll meet with them later, and he wants to hear everything that they know, and he'll tell them everything he knows. 13 years ago, nearly 13 and a half, the king of this land, Cassius, returned to Heliopolis after a previous visit. He had heard about Talia and the fact that she had given birth to twins. He showed up and claimed to be their father. No one knew who the father was. She was asleep in a tower. We found her awake, holding these two children in her arms, Sol and Luna. We had no idea what had happened. Well, I mean, we can figure out what happened, but we don't know why her sleeping curse was broken. For 6 months, everything was fine until Cassius came, and he wanted Talia and the children brought back to Herbst, and so they were. There was supposed to be a big celebration on their first birthday, and that's when an army of ogres attacked, led by some mysterious witch queen, who was apparently a cleric from Himes. They held the people hostage in the town and destroyed almost everything. By the time that the army from Heliopolis arrived, there was almost nothing left of that town. All of the people were gone. When we checked the castle, the only thing that we found of bodies inside was just a large blood stain in the dining room. We felt Talia die.
Well, being stuck in a time loop, technically, I guess, if you think about it, you're not really living and you're not really dead.
The sunlight touched her skin. Helios saw her die. The sun himself watched as she bled out on the floor of that dining room. And the life left her body, and then she disappeared. And we believe that the children were dead. Until the sky suddenly changed. Which is a moon and the sun for a full 24 hours. Midnight and noon. That only happens when the next incarnation of the sun and moon are born, and when they come of age. At 16. They're alive somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And we have no idea where they are. The sun can see everything and does not know where these children are. That witch, I think, still has them.
Well, in truth, we were told to find someone.
Yes?
13 years has passed. The party was when they were 1 year old. 15th of only.
Son of a bitch! God damn it, not 16.
Yep.
I fucked up their age. God freaking damn it. They wouldn't have been 1. They would have been turning 3. Shit.
It'd be easier to change the age they come of age at
Yeah,
this point.
it's
Because
14.
there's only one mention.
Sorry, was it
Well,
13?
14 would still work.
Yeah, because we're talking about
14,
medieval-esque, right?
Yeah, 14
Yeah.
still technically coming of age.
Also,
Thank you for pointing that out to me. Yes,
I was thinking, like, the
So,
stage doesn't sound
I would
right.
actually know the cleric's name.
Hildegard.
I knew I was forgetting it.
Yeah, you do know her. She was a
Yeah,
wonderful,
that's also
sweet
information
woman.
you haven't given to anybody.
Alright. Sorry, I apologize.
When they come of age at 14.
Well, we were instructed to find someone called Apollo, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Apollo.
Is that dang city called again?
Heliopolis. That's where we're from.
That would probably be where he is then too, if I remember correctly.
He's my great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Apparently, the queen would like us to speak with him.
He is a prophet. He would be able to find them.
This cleric you spoke of, the Witch Queen.
Yes.
I know her identity.
Who is it?
It is the cleric Hildegard.
You knew this and haven't told us yet?
My memory is coming back to me, and it is severely fuzzy. You try losing all 35 of your brothers. Actually, 34. 34 of your brothers.
Try listening to screamings for 13 years. With your head being spun in circles for 13 years.
Yeah, well, you try being blamed for, I don't know, maybe getting trapped in the fucking void with everyone else, and then all of a sudden the king blaming you for failing.
Dispute with the king?
Oh, that's right.
See? Yeah.
Chio has no shits about the king at that time.
You had a dispute with him? Good.
Oh,
Rotten
trust me.
bastard anyways.
We imprisoned him.
He has, let's just say, led to a lot of blood and a very
And the
beautiful
death of
creature's blood, and it was not happy.
spiritual beast. Because he had no faith in his gods.
Don't ask.
A stag? A golden stag?
Yep.
Which is technically still
A
alive.
divine being was killed. Oh, it's
Yeah.
alive.
It's alive.
Time loop?
Time
Yeah.
loop. Don't worry, I
This is one of
bitched
the
him out
messier
good.
time loops we ended up in. Even though the time was looped, apparently there was still a variant of chance and screw-upish.
Interesting.
But I bitched him out good.
Well, I assume the only reason that you guys were able to escape was because of the magic that happened with the
Most likely.
children. But as you all are now, and he kind of like looks at you, the drunk Goliath slowly dancing in the background, the strange looking tiefling. Have you taken your hood off yet? No, the strange hooded man and the construct and the human woman.
Human woman? Human woman?
What? You sound so confused. Red is human.
Excuse me.
Well, I always,
Yeah, and
I didn't see the ears, and she always had her hood up, so I just assumed she's pretty. I thought she'd be an elf.
Is this like Chio or like Megan coming
Chio.
to this realization? Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay.
She's pretty. I thought she was an elf. You have to admit, you are stunning.
what is your opinion of, no. It does not, no. It's an it. That's why.
Yeah, of course I'm an it. Clunk, clunk.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't technically actually exist. It just moves.
Roger kind of
I exist in the
stares at
fade.
you all and just kind of like sighs.
But we're not exactly a cohesive group, alright?
Yeah, as you are now, I don't know if you would be able to get that far in Heliopolis. I don't even know who you are. You just show up out of nowhere. No one here knows who you all are.
You have no idea how good that feels, trust me. It's nice having people not know you for a change.
You guys are basically nobodies. You won't be able to get very far. Is that... And I'm sorry, but you might have to make a name for yourselves before you can just appear in Heliopolis claiming yourselves to be heroes sent by the Queen.
Technically not claiming, informing select individuals that we were given a job. If they don't want the people who are still alive in that town back.
Any lives that we can save from that town would be worth it. Even if Cassius is still alive. Although not that this would be his kingdom anymore.
No, it wouldn't be. And if you ask me, he probably won't be alive much longer when everyone else in there gets their memory back.
I suppose not. Well, this is still the kingdom of Hyams. It is now under direct control of Heliopolis. Despite the fact that Heliopolis is halfway around the world. I can try and help you as much as I can, but I live here now as the emissary in between, and I can try and send a good word for you, but...
Deeds speak better than words.
Exactly. Deeds do speak better than words, and speaking of the incident last night...
Oh, that. Let's just say we might have a lead. Let's just say we have ways to find other things out.
Indeed, definitely helping get our treasure back would...
How did he lose that to begin with, exactly?
During the night, and...
The amount that would have had that, from my understanding, what it would have been, considering it's everything?
Maybe they opened up a portal.
How could he lose that much in even a couple hours? That's a lot.
There was quite a bit of magic going on. Everything in the world was amplified in the moonlight. Arcana specifically.
It does make sense if they would have used a low-level spell to transport the items in question, enhanced by the
lord. The lord of this manor doesn't have any magical defenses, is what you're telling me.
We never had to have that. It was the town's treasury. It's never happened before. No one's ever broken in before. There's been attempts. I don't know what your issue is, tiny human. We have guards.
Guards can easily be taken care of.
And that's the issue. They were taken out pretty quickly. These strange phantom wolves. We do have one lead. We think it might be this small-time gang going for their biggest score, but they've never kidnapped people before.
Thank you! I mean, what?
What?
Anyway,
drunk.
Question about the person getting kidnapped here. He is the Lord's actual son.
Yes, his oldest son.
Would he have rebelled?
No, actually, he's a rather model citizen. He's looking to take over one day for his father. Seemed rather nice.
So never shown any magical anything before?
No, he's not magically gifted. But martial-wise, yes, very talented in fighting, and he was fighting pretty hard against the phantom wolves, or what? The howling creatures that were attacking the mansion. Him and his young brother.
How old is he?
20.
Okay.
And the younger is about 17.
Wait. Two of them are missing.
No, just the oldest.
Okay, and what was the youngest doing when the oldest disappeared?
Helping defend the mansion. We're trying to quell the chaos.
Alright, no.
And while this was going on, I myself was not in my right mind. It's such a strange thing to feel celestial magics.
You're talking to people who have been stuck in Twilight for a very long time.
I can imagine that'd be hell.
You have no idea.
He just kind of shakes his head. But we could use help with that, despite the fact that we found no evidence.
I have
They
a
left
question.
nothing behind. Yes?
In order to go find them, do you happen to have any blacksmiths in this city that is capable of repairing some equipment that has been broken?
I will pay for the equipment that you guys need and some new clothes and your lodgings here at the Trusty Bear Inn. I trust Orson. He came from Heliopolis as well. Trust him implicitly.
And I'd like to seal
He hands you back the seal.
Tyrone.
It'll definitely help you on your way. But, as I've said, we don't really have any evidence. We weren't able to find any here. And we'll keep our eyes open, and we'll definitely be able to tell you. But until then, you do need to make a name for yourselves. And then I can introduce you properly to Lord Bar himself. And with a letter from both of us, you will definitely be on your way. Until then, maybe small jobs to get your name out there would be good.
I myself will go look in the morning, but I do believe my companions are exhausted and need rest.
Indeed. Enjoy your stay here, and Roger gets up and leaves.
I'm gonna look at Orson. You didn't even warn him about the food costs, did you?
Absolutely not. That motherfucker will pay for everything.
So you're restocking in the morning, aren't you, on his dime?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Rich bastard.
Yes.
Pals. Yeah, so Roger has left you, and you guys are, you guys are left to go to sleep.
Has night fallen yet?
Yeah, it's late at night now.
Ironmesh.
Fix it!
Okay. I go out into the night.
First sleep!
I don't need sleep as long as I have food.
Ironmesh, so you've decided to sneak out?
I don't think she's sneaking. I think she's walking right up the door.
Semi-hammered.
So what are you? Yeah, you're slightly tipsy. Make a Constitution check for me, actually.
That's my fault.
Completely and totally your fault.
I got a natural 20.
You're still warm and fuzzy. You're okay for right now.
I'm gonna make a stealth check.
You're gonna stealth out? Okay.
I'm gonna stealthy out.
Fall flat on face.
No. What the fuck's my stealth?
I was hoping.
Oh, there it is. 17.
17. Yeah, you managed to slip out with it blending in within the shadows pretty easily.
I'm gonna do some investigation around the mansion to see if there's any regular signs that I know of my band of thieves.
You're gonna head on out there.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I want you to make another stealth check. You're about halfway to the mansion, and you actually see like a patrol of guards.
24.
24. You slip on past them like no one's business. Like a goddamn ninja. You gently
Am I
dance
singing
your
my
way
own
through-
theme song?
Oh my god, she's pulling a Kronk.
Are
I
you
think she's actually
singing?
better than Kronk.
Yes, but very low under my breath.
And with that 24, no one even notices you. And you've actually managed to make it back to the mansion, back to the gate where Doth was before. And yeah, and so you're standing in front of the gate now. You can assume that it's locked.
Mm-hmm. Can I crawl over it?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
It's built into the brick wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Unlike the front gate, but that would be extremely obvious. There are guards posted at the front gate. And there's no one actually at this back gate right now that you can see.
Is there any way I can pick the lock of it?
Do you have a thieves?
I believe I do.
You can. Yeah, you can try and pick the lock.
Try and pick the lock.
Yeah, give me a dexterity roll.
Dexterity. 15.
15. It takes you a little bit of time, but yeah, you managed to get it open without much problem. And I'd like you to roll a perception check.
Perception. It is 11.
Yeah, no, you don't really see anyone out there right now.
I want to kind of run around the house to see if where there's a secret door or something. They've been able to get into the treasury.
Secret doors. Okay, I'd like you to roll an investigation.
That's 17.
17. You've made it like past like the grass, like to the house with your 17. And as you're looking, you actually see there's a bit of thieves' cant around, and and you see it, and it's like written down. Oh, the Fenris were here, but Fenris is spelled wrong. And as you continue going forward, you notice there's like a few other bits of thieves' cant like scattered like around. And so yeah, it's like, oh, the Fenris were here, but it's spelled wrong. And you guys don't tag things. And also you're like, how have they not noticed this yet? Well, then again, it's hidden pretty well. You see light. You're currently staring at the corner of a wall, and actually you see light suddenly like shine just from like around the wall. It seems that there's a patrol coming.
Is there anywhere for me to hide quickly?
There is a medium bush. It's not too big. You didn't check this place out very well.
I'm gonna try and hide in that little medium bush and like just go right into a ball.
I'd like you to roll stealth for me, please.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Yeah, you just managed to get behind this tiny bush and become just one with it. As the light quickly sweeps over and a guard passes by.
Is he gone now?
It takes about like a minute before you feel safe enough to go, but yeah.
Is the thieves' cant going anywhere?
It seems to be going to like back around the house from where the guard had just come. You were just on like, if you were facing it near the front, it would have been on like the right side, and now there's like the back side of the house. It seems that's where it's like kind of like headed.
Okay, I'm gonna follow it.
Okay, I'd like you to roll perception. Do you have dark vision?
No.
At disadvantage, please.
15.
15? Okay, yeah. You see a little bit more now that your eyes are kind of used to spotting around the house. And there doesn't seem to be another guard behind the house. But you notice there's more thieves' cant. And it's going like up the wall. And it's the continuously misspelt Fenris.
How is it misspelled?
There's like two N's in it. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Whoever did this, it looks like almost like Femris, actually.
Illiterate bastards.
And yeah, there's actually, it's leading up to a barred window. Well, I say barred. It looks like it got pushed outwards. It looks like there was maybe some kind of explosion that bent the bars, and one of them's kind of ripped.
Is there any way to me to get up there to just look through the window?
If you look further down, you actually see that there's like a couple of crates that you could possibly push over to underneath the window, but it'd still be a pretty high jump for you to get up there. You could make it though with those crates.
I'm actually gonna go back to the group.
You're gonna go back to the group?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like you to make another stealth check, please.
23.
23. Without a problem, you managed to make it back out onto the street.
I need your help.
Yeah,
You've made it Barakas' room?
Yeah, you've made it back
You're
to
gonna
the
try to
Trusty
locate
Bear Inn.
Barakas because Barakas is not at the inn?
Yeah, it took you maybe about an hour and a half, like sneaking around the city.
I'm bursting. Where is the horn devil?
And as that happens, we flash back to an hour. Barakas, Barakas. Where are you going?
I sneak out of the inn to the more desolate areas where there are inns and drunk people stumbling about.
Okay, this area actually seems to be the most lively. I'd like you to roll perception.
That is a 19.
A 19. As you leave, and you wander around for about a block or so before you hear music and laughter. And there's actually a tavern there. It was at the Ursa Minor. And yeah, there seems to be a lot of people
I'm looking
hanging out
for
there.
a loner stumbling around in the more dark area.
There doesn't seem to be too many people alone. There's a group of young ladies. They're headed home or whatever. And there's a few people just walking about. They all seem to be headed home. There seems to be one particularly drunk dude who's kind of making his way towards an alley that looks like he's gonna throw up.
I'm gonna follow that one.
I know what you're doing. I know it, bastard.
Motherfucker.
You ain't no shit.
Yeah, are you gonna stealth over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth.
Wink.
19.
19, yeah, you managed to quickly make it over to where the young man is, and he is definitely throwing up. Yeah, and as he's being, and yeah, he seems to be rather sick, and he doesn't seem to notice you there right now.
I'm gonna cover his mouth with one hand and break his neck.
I'd like you to roll a strength check for me.
That is a 21.
A 21, yeah. Without much hesitation, you managed to break this dude's neck.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take one of his kidneys to eat.
You're going to take his fucking kidney?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ, woman.
Johnny.
I was just waiting because I knew she was.
I'm gonna need you to make a strength and stealth check. Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah. You can move farther behind this. Please.
Was it strength check and
Stealth check.
stealth check would be 19, and strength check would be 18.
You managed to drag him further into the alley. And yeah, I'd like you to roll dexterity for me to see how delicate you are at taking this man's kidneys. You lived alone! You were a hermit! How do you know?
A dexterity check?
Yes.
19.
Yeah, you rather delicately removed his kidneys. Fucking Jack the Ripper over here, you motherfucker.
Well, she has, dissected other animals.
Yes.
Being a hermit.
Indeed. Psychopath. And what are you going to do with the body?
I am going to... what should I do?
Burn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it eventually.
Eventually?
Well, she really should dispose of the evidence
Yeah.
sooner than later.
I'm going to find... Is there any, scrap wood lying around?
There's a couple crates back there.
I'm gonna take apart the crates to cover the body and set a blaze.
I'd like you to make a stealth check at disadvantage. Check her rolls! Check her goddamn rolls!
19, 11. So it's a 13.
And a 13.
It's not horrible, I guess.
Everyone around me is drunk, so really,
Yeah.
anyone who noticed would be like, oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
They hear a crunch in the aisle, in the thing, and probably assume it's another drunk.
It is rather loud, yes. You smashing this crate to bits and trying to start a fire. Do you have a tinderbox?
Yes, but I also have thaumaturgy.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, you're able to
Just let her
set
take
this...
that skill.
It's
Jesus.
racial.
Yeah,
Right.
it is racial.
Yeah, no, you're totally able to just set this fire, start him, throw his body on there.
Okay, and I use thaumaturgy to make the flame brighter, also hotter, so the body burns faster.
Alright, and you're just gonna run now?
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth away and
Alright, roll stealth for me at disadvantage. The flames are high.
Okay, stealth disadvantage was 16.
16, you've managed to kind of slip out. There's maybe a few people
And
that
I take a sip from my bottle to blend in with the rest of the drunks.
yeah, they're just like, holy shit, there's a fire over there. Oh my god, what's happening? Then yeah, people are beginning to scream and run away, and then you hear like a bell suddenly going off in the distance. And are you gonna make your way back to the trusty Baron?
Yeah.
All right, like another stealth check from you. Now that you're getting away from it.
18.
You managed to make it back inside without anyone really noticing you. I'm sorry, you were trying to say something, Akyla?
Oh no, I was just saying what's even funny is even if someone summoned the spirit still wouldn't know who killed him.
Exactly. I have no idea. And Red, what were you doing when Ironmesh left? When you kicked her out of the inn?
I didn't kick her out, I told her to fix it. She decided to do it right then and there. Red is exhausted. She's been around people all day. She is locking herself in her room, starting with the windows.
Are you going to bed? Okay. And Chio, are you just...
I'm meditating for 4 hours, and then I'm gonna clean up the entire inn like Chio usually did for Geppetto's workshop.
Okay.
When Barakas slipped in, he would have went to the corner and sat down and drinking from his bottle.
You're not going to sleep?
Not yet, no.
Are you going to sleep at all tonight?
Yeah, later.
Okay. Yeah, so you've gone on your thing, and that took you about we'll say that took you about an hour as well. And actually, as you're sitting there, Ironmesh bursts through the door. Ironmesh?
Sorry.
Bursting through the door.
I need your services.
Pardon?
I need your transformation services.
That doesn't make that any more clear. Just saying.
I need your snake in my crate. I mean on top of my crates. I need your snake on top of my crates. How can I not get any more clearer here?
I still don't know what you want.
I explain the whole situation then to him.
So are you guys going to head back to the manor tonight?
Will you help me see what's in the window and hopefully try to get in?
Please. Just wait. I need to smell some of this peppermint so I can sober up a bit.
Okay. Fair enough.
I casually made a distraction.
Oh my god, you totally did!
You totally did it without realizing it.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, so you guys are going to head back to the mansion?
Yes.
And Ironmesh, as you step out of the mansion, you hear bells ringing in the distance, and you can see some lights flickering. Seems to be a large fire going on.
It wasn't me, I swear to God.
It wasn't me. I was in there drinking.
Roll a constitution check for me, please.
Deception?
No constitution. You did take a few drinks. You did take a drink.
Nat 20.
You're perfectly fine.
It's the orange one.
But yeah,
I think it's time.
Dice jail.
That
Dice
was the
jail.
only time I rolled a nat 20.
You
rolling
rolled
19s.
4 unnatural 20s.
19,
Yeah, because I
24, 21. It's time.
I was adding 5 to that one.
It is time.
It doesn't help. I'm proficient in
It
things.
is time.
It was my proficiency.
Time.
It's fine. I'd like to continue. And yeah, so I'd like you guys both to roll stealth for me. Wait, did I just ask you guys to do that?
No, it's a harder roll constitution.
Right. Yeah, no, you're fine, yeah.
16 plus 2, so 18.
I got 17.
You guys, without any issues, managed to make it all the way back to the mansion. Yeah, whatever happened with that fire is, everyone... In fact, you actually see, in, the shadows, some guards leaving the mansion. To hopefully go and help fight the fires and help any people that are going on right
You're
there.
welcome!
Yeah, you
Oh fuck, that was you! I totally clicked in my head out of character. That was fucking you. Jesus fuck. Need to pay attention more. Wow.
Something.
She burned the body, and I totally missed that.
And started a fire on everything else around, apparently.
Anyways.
Apparently. So you make it back to the gate and yeah, you actually you wouldn't have been able to lock it anyways. But yeah, you closed it and without any problems you pushed the gate open again. And like you both to make a perception check.
21.
That is a 17.
17, and you guys are looking around and there's no guards there, although there are lights on now inside the mansion.
Are there lights in that? Okay, so we run to the back.
You guys run to the back, and no, actually, there are no lights on in the back of the house. Well, there's one light kind of like in the back corner, but
Is the light in that room?
Nope, not at all.
Help me move these crates, please. Okay, I guess. We need to see what's in that room. Those bars look damaged. So we move the crates.
Make strength checks for me, please, ladies.
Nat 20.
15.
Yeah, you guys are able to push the crates on over to underneath the window. And it also looks like the crates will be sturdy enough for you to stand on them. Jumping, not so much if you miss, but...
I just realized, can you turn into a bird? Or is it just like the snake?
Yes, I did turn into the...
I did let you turn into a hawk once. I still don't think that you're a high enough level to...
No,
turn
not
into
high
something
enough
that can
level yet to fly.
Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely crawl up the wall for sure.
I mean, like, I can turn into a snake.
Which should be
Or a
technically
rat.
How about
or
a spider?
They climb.
Yeah, so that was the
Oh,
one.
no,
I couldn't remember if he turned into a bird
Those
once
ones.
and could fly, and then he just flown up there or something. But what about
I'm
a
just
giant
gonna
weasel
go
spider?
through all of, I have a list of all my shapes that I can do as a swamp. Circle.
I let you have the hawk because magic was...
Yeah, magic was weird.
Yes.
I can turn into a lizard, a snake, a frog, a snake, a sturge, a snake, a rat, a
There's
raven,
different varieties
a
of
rat,
snakes.
and a beast. Oh, no beast. It's just rat, raven, rat, snake, sturge, snake, frog, lizard, snake.
Can't you eventually turn into like an alligator or something?
Crocodile. And another spider, a giant spider.
Look, it's a
Okay.
giant crocodilius.
But you're not there.
Okay, well I stand on
No,
the top
that's not
crate
true.
and I like hold my hands up for her to turn into a snake so she can like get the highest she can.
I'll turn into a giant poisonous snake.
Don't bite me, please. No promises.
But yeah, you...
feasted, it's alright, I won't eat you.
What?
What?
You think back, oh yeah, you have a whole bunch of the steak.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense.
I got 6 steaks.
Why did you get 6 meals? Talk to that cook.
Because I talked to the, orc, was it?
The half orc, yeah.
Orc, and I told him to pick me his favorite, so he picked me 2 of each.
Barmaid will have a talk.
The tabaxi will remember this.
Without further ado, I turn into a giant snake.
Turning into snake.
I thought.
And yeah, you're able to reach up to the window where the bars are, and you can slither in. Yeah, you can slither into the room without much problems.
I don't think she's a Slytherin, sweet.
I am.
Hello. Hi.
But she's her.
Yes, exactly.
She's just her.
How long have we been playing with her? She just killed a man.
So we've all killed people.
I haven't.
You almost killed the king.
Hey, I overthrew him. I didn't fucking kill him. That was you.
No, I suggested the jail when they're like, what should we do with him? Kill him? And I said jail.
Anyways. Yeah.
Murder.
Barakas murders the fuck out of that bar. It's dead now. But no, you've managed to make it into the room. And you plop down. It's a rather large, empty room. And you notice, like, there's a door, and it seems to be, like, rather huge, complicated-looking lock, and all that, but are you gonna change back and help Ironmesh up?
First, I'm gonna sense to see if there's been any recent humans or others around.
Absolutely. People have. It's only been like a day, so people have been in and out of that room quite a bit.
Okay. And is there any like metallic sense to like to say that is like it was a treasure room or anything like that?
Yes.
So it was the treasure room.
Absolutely. This was definitely the treasure room.
Okay, so I go to the door to make sure and sense to see if there's anyone in the hall.
It's you wouldn't really be able to. It's like a huge like locked metal door.
Well, I'm sensing through the
I
crack.
guess. Yeah. You can smell that someone is outside there, but there seems to be like just one person there.
Okay, so I'll go back closer to the window and turn back into my normal form and whisper down to Ironmesh that there is a guard at the door, but the room is empty.
There's absolutely nothing in there. Do you see anything on the walls?
Roll perception.
I know she can't read it, but she could still see that there's something there. If there is
17.
on the wall.
Yeah, you're actually looking and you see that there's like claw marks. Well, they seem to be like kind of like weird, but yeah, there's like claw marks around. And actually, you remember when you were coming like in, there was like a bunch that were like on the wall. There were some that were like on the wall, kind of leading up to the window. It looks like they belong to Wolf.
There are some strange staged wolf carvings on the wall that are arranged similar to the ones that were down below.
Can you stencil it?
Do you yell that?
Yes.
Okay.
I told you there's a guard.
You can stencil in the room.
There's a guard by the door. Be quiet. Can you stencil it? Yes. Just take a second.
I'll give it to them.
As I begin to stencil with the parchment and charcoal that I have collected over my years.
What don't I know about you?
A lot. While I do that, I'm gonna sense Arcana.
Okay.
19 plus 3 is 22.
Yeah, you can sense like a bit of Arcana. That was probably the explosion that. There's no like fire marks, but this like seems like maybe it was force. Yeah, that burst through those bars. And yeah, you've managed to get the stencil of the strange
I
moth.
hand my artwork down to Ironmesh.
And I grab it and read it.
And it is absolutely the misspelled Fenris.
Why is it misspelled? What is going on?
It looks so similar to what your own tag was, except it's spelled wrong. It's off. It's not as delicate as it was before.
Do you see anything in the room to help me up there?
I mean, I have a rope.
Can I use you to get me up there? Please? And let me guess, this is the tale of how Barakas lost all feeling in his legs.
Oh, please no. I'm gonna take my cloak off and cover the metal bars to muffle any noise that one might make.
Okay.
And then I will use my whip actually instead of my rope because it's a bit stronger, and I'll lower my whip down.
Just remember, Ironmesh, if you jumped hard enough, you could totally make it to those bars. But know that there's the whip is now down in front of you.
So I grab the whip And I climb up.
I'd like Barakas, I'd like you to make a strength check, please.
That is 21.
You've managed to make it up the bars and wiggle your way in.
Yay! I look around the room. Roll your perception.
Yeah, perception, Chio.
Where the fuck is my perception? Oh, 15.
15. Yeah, no, there's just like the misspelt Fenris marks.
And there's nothing else that I see.
No, they weren't really able to find any other clues. They just know that a bunch of wolves attacked.
There used to be a lot of gold in here,
This was the treasury.
and they used the magic to bust open the window.
I'd like you to make a history check, Ironmesh.
15.
15. Yeah, no, you remember, it was mentioned the small time gang, the Fenris, made a big move. And yeah, while you guys were thieves, because it was like they said, you guys weren't very well established. You didn't know anyone who could do this amount of damage with magic, even though there were a couple magic users, like Regris, for example, but this doesn't seem your style.
I'm very confused.
It's not your style.
Very confused. Can you sense if the magic goes anywhere?
Another sense arcana. 16.
Well, the magic in here was just seems to be the bars. But you said it's like a little bit of different magic, maybe, and teleportation.
There might be a little. They might have used some teleportation.
Who the fuck was that?
No one that you know.
No. They must have gotten some new magic numbers while I was gone.
Or there might be someone pretending to be your group.
Bastards. I'm just standing there. I have no idea what to do.
But yeah, it's possible that there's some imposters about.
We should find out if there's any other big treasuries in this town. They might strike there next.
That's what you want to know, sure.
The first national.
Yes, that is why I want to know.
The first national bank of Heliopolis.
Not in Heliopolis.
There are other branches of banks out there.
Yes, but this is not the first national bank of Heliopolis.
We're in Bearburg.
Alright, Associated Bank of Bearburg.
Bearburg?
Do you have any suggestions?
You should probably leave before the guard.
Okay, let's leave.
We leave.
And I take my cloak once we leave out the window.
How do you get out?
Well,
That's a very important part.
I'm gonna lower you out the window.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna transform into another beast.
Okay.
You're gonna catch me.
Okay.
Then we're gonna leave. After moving the
Okay.
crates again.
Okay.
And break.
And that's what alerts the guard is the clap of hands.
And no fucking up and making noise.
And that's what you tell the judge.
Chio said the bail. Why? I now have no soul.
No, but alright, I need you to make a dexterity check at disadvantage. Ironmesh.
Yeah, that's true.
It is dark, and it's a little bit more difficult to get out of this room.
I have dark vision, so I can lower them, but they're fumble.
15.
15. Yeah, steadily holding on to the whip, you're able to climb yourself down without any problem. And Barakas, you change into another animal.
After putting my cloak back on and securing my whip, I turn back into a snake, slither up the window and down the window onto Ironmesh's shoulders.
Who now has to see if she can catch.
No,
She can't see.
No, she's waiting. No, she's waiting for it with her arms wide open. You're still standing on the box, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm picturing that one scene from that movie where he just like lifts that person up by the hips, and then the third leg comes and knocks Ironmesh out.
Jeez. But yeah, so your arms are out, and you get Barakas down. So like you're in her arms now.
Yeah, and then I slither off.
You
Slither down to
but
the
before
ground.
you do that, you hear a creak.
Shit.
I lunge away.
I quickly jump off.
And as you jump off, crack the box that you were on with your jump. Yeah, the crate you were on just like shatters beneath you, and I'd like you to make a dexterity. Both of you
I'm
dexterity
still in
saving
snake
throws
form.
at disadvantage.
Snake form at disadvantage?
I guess you would just plop onto the ground
21.
Unless you're a raptor.
at disadvantage.
I
Jesus
just
Christ!
sorry.
lunged away. From
Well, you were on the box.
Okay, well, they were both 18.
All right, I choose to believe you.
I'm not kidding, they were both 18.
Yeah, you're able to get off the box before it happens in. And Barakas, you land with a graceful flop on the ground. You
and
hurt
then
a little
I
bit.
slither away.
I will now do
Go
the
back
sound
to
effect
the-
for Barakas.
Exactly. Megan is our Foley artist. But yeah, you guys, making that sound though. Are you guys headed back towards the gate?
Yes.
Wait. Is the wall climbable? Like the big fence brick thing.
It's about 15 feet high.
It's only twice your height.
That's true. I climbed the wall.
With Barakas around your neck.
No, I'm
like
slithering
a
and I'm
boa.
out the door and I'm still in snake form.
Yeah, she can get right through the bars.
Alright, yeah, you look right up at that wall, Ironmesh. And I'd like you to make an acrobatics check.
If you need you beautiful ballerina bastard.
Unnatural 20.
But yeah, Ironmesh, you look at this wall and you run and you jump and yeah, you manage to scale it.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, you jump in the air, plant one good foot on the wall, and manage to launch yourself just high enough to grab the top of it and fling yourself over. And you suddenly, like, you hear, like, voices from, like, back in the yard. What was that? What's going on? And do you just take off running?
Yes, I just take right the fuck off.
Yeah, you start running down, like, this alley back to where the street is.
I'm
And
slithering my way down to the inn.
I'd like you to make a stealth check.
Big snake slithering down the street.
Keep me to the
Slithering
shadows.
down the street, slithering fast.
Slithering faster.
I wonder
18 plus 2,
why
20.
do you eat so many humans?
But yeah,
They
you managed.
taste good with ketchup.
But yeah, you managed to slither your way back to the inn.
I'm gonna find a darkened corner nearby the inn to turn back into my form and hood up and go back into the inn.
Okay, and you do that, and Ironmesh, and you're still running down this alley, and no one seems to be following you right now. So would you like to enter stealth?
Yes, I do enter stealth.
No.
I have a 15.
15. You're able to make it, and kind of out. There's a couple guards. There's just people that like do kind of like see you, but they're like. There's a lot. Then again, there's kind of a lot of people who are kind of out because there's a giant. They're still fighting a giant fire that's going on. Apparently,
Fire.
someone's bar caught fire. So you're not too suspicious as you make your way back to the trusty Marion.
Do I go?
So
am I
you're
at the end?
Yeah.
I kick open the door. Bitches, guess what just happened?
And Chio, with that, like you like wake up, like you like come out of your.
So that's been 4 hours.
Yeah, it's been about 4 hours.
Alright. I hear the sounds of people screaming about a fire.
Not too much anymore. Like there's
But
still
you hear me
there's
screaming,
still
bitch,
people
guess
out there,
what
but
happened?
there's not many people screaming anymore. It's mostly the people who are containing it right now. But yeah, so you hear Ironmesh.
Ironmesh, big time.
Great. Fuck water.
Good.
You won't.
No.
Bitches, secret meeting in Barakas' room right now.
Why is he in my room?
Because let's face it, your room is comfier.
How do you know
Do
what
you really
comfy
want to know
is?
what could be possibly in that
I
Ironmesh
have
room
been
by this
sitting
point?
in this chair unwanted.
There you go. And Red's passed out in her room.
Yeah, Red, she's completely
I
passed out.
kick open Red's door.
You're gonna kick pretty hard to
Secret
get locked.
meeting! Secret meeting!
She's gonna have to kick pretty hard because I did lock the door.
I want you to make a strength check.
Yes,
Please don't break the door.
I want to know if she
Roger
does or
will
she
have
breaks
to
her
pay for
foot.
natural 20!
Yeah, no, she kicks this door wide open. Just, boom, and just like screaming secret meeting in Barakas' room.
I hear the door
You
shatter.
wake up, like, with, yeah, you're just like, ah!
Water straight at her face.
You're casting a spell.
It's an easy one to do.
Which spell is it?
It's the create water, just enough to throw a ball in her fucking face.
Yeah, so that happens.
And I needed a shower, thank you. Because I still haven't
I
actually
could
taken
do
a bath
fire.
No, you
It would have been a fire.
No, you haven't. And then as that's happening, like, someone opens the door. What the hell is going on?
yet. Go back to sleep, we're having a secret meeting!
Roll for intimidation.
My adrenaline is going right now. 19.
And there's Red
Yeah,
inspecting
like
her door.
the young man is just like, okay, and you hear like kind of voices, Daddy, what's going on? Nothing. He just like slams the door shut.
And Red's looking at the damage to her door. She's doing the dear God, no.
You hear some stomping and you see like Orson's coming up. What the fuck are you doing to my inn?
Secret meeting, go away!
You go away! He's just staring at. Go! Go to your room! Go! He's just like,
Candace, wait till morning.
get out of here! Go! Get in your room!
Actually, yes, it could wait till morning, so I go out and back and I look for someone.
How do you know? I haven't even told you yet!
All I know is you broke a door. You're intimidating small children and their parents, and you caught Red off guard. You need to go to sleep. Or
All
sleep
Red's
straight
tired
to
brain
fine.
is doing is, how do I get this door back up?
Yeah. Was it Orson just like pushing you? Go to your room. Just go. He looks exhausted. Go.
We need to have a secret meeting!
This isn't how you do it, dumbass. Go to bed. He's like smacks the back of your head. Get in the room. Secret meeting.
Can you make him do an intimidation check?
I don't want a secret meeting though. He just like
Orson rolls for intimidation. I think so at this
Yeah.
point. The child needs to go to sleep.
That's an 11.
She really does.
I'm giving him advantage. This is his inn.
Yeah, it's his baby, and it's just partially
So
destroyed.
that's an 11. He's just like sleepily slapped you. Go in the room. Just shut up and go.
I step over him.
He's really big. You can't do that.
Damn it!
Barakas, what are you doing right now?
I shut my door.
I can't open Barakas!
Both of you roll strength check.
21. There's just Red trying to put her door back.
Mine's a 19.
You
kick the door as hard as you can, but Barakas is like bracing. It's like, no! And then Orson tackles you, runs to tackle you down. Roll a 9.
the alcohol finally
No.
kicked in.
Chio.
Okay, so I managed to get up behind Ironmesh, and I subdue her with a chokehold.
Roll for strength.
She did.
You're distracted right now. Ironmesh, I'm sorry.
Does a 19?
Well, a 19 managed to get you.
Yes.
You feel like just like you like something feel cute grab your neck like slowly. I'd like you
Choke me harder!
A little bit harder.
I'd like you to make a strength check and you to make a constitution saving throw. 19.
Does a 20 not natural?
Go. You're starting to pass out just a little bit. You're like, oh, Chio.
I'm just like,
Now you feel Chio gently stroking your hair.
like this.
Yes, like just give in, just give in.
It's
You're
okay.
very tired. You're suddenly
You're exhausted.
very
You're drunk.
tired.
Time to go to sleep.
And you gently pass out.
All right, I take
Feels
Ironmesh. I pick her up and I
Now
take
you
her
should
to her bedroom.
make sure Ironmesh
With a
and Red
nat
came
20.
So Ironmesh gets the broken door and Red gets the door that.
Yeah,
And Red's pretty out of it. Someone might want to explain to her she doesn't have to fix the door. She's still trying to get the door back.
Yeah, it
in.
was an Orson just goes,
As I
"Everything's
pick-
fine. It's fine."
As I pick Ironmesh up, put her over my shoulder. I pick up a piece of wood and I open Ironmesh's room. I tell Red, you can sleep in this room.
Yeah,
Don't
Orson
worry,
is
I'll
just
bring
like,
it in.
Just go.
Just go.
into
Just
that
go
room.
sleep. Just go sleep.
All of a sudden, another door opens. There's this cranky old lady. What the hell's going on? It's so quiet. People trying to sleep.
I'm gonna shoot a glare.
Very sorry,
I'm
madam.
just gonna
Very
shoot a
sorry.
glare.
Very sorry.
Well, that's not gonna do much. She's just seeing one very grumpy ass face right now with.
So I take
basically
Ironmesh and I
12.
put her into Red's room. Take Red's
Yeah.
stuff and put it into Ironmesh's room. Take Ironmesh's stuff and put it into Red's old room.
I think Ironmesh had her stuff on her still.
And to make sure shit doesn't go down again, I actually tie Ironmesh up to the bed.
Kinky.
Not hands like this, no. More like
Either
I
way,
put a
either
pillow
way,
underneath
kinky.
her head.
Either way, still kinky.
There's many. I'm not sure to shut up now.
And with that,
I'm-
chaos.
And my final move, I go outside and I start building a door to replace the door that she broke.
Yeah. With that chaos over with, you guys fall asleep or pass out. And Chio, yeah, you begin to repair the doors and
I take all the broken debris out first. That way I'm not making noise.
yeah. But yeah, you for the next 4 hours, you walk around and repair as much as you can.
I lean the door on the back of in the back of the alley because I don't want to start putting it in while people are still sleeping. So I decide that I'm going to do a quick clean of the bar, which means I sweep and mop and polish everything.
Yeah.
Why? Because I am so sorry that this happened. They took us in. My friend got drunk and destroyed shit.
I wasn't drunk anymore.
Yo, that's what excuse we're gonna give him though.
Yep. She had some quality shit.
Exactly. And the wee hours of the morning are coming, and you look up through the beautiful skylight, and dawn is approaching. And with that, we will end the road to Bearburg.
You can't tell me I didn't make the change.
Oh,
It was.
absolutely.
Secret meeting! Secret meeting!
All Red's doing is my door.
You have no idea what subtlety is. You know what? Maybe those mushrooms are still affecting your brain. And
Oh
those
my God.
blueberries that may or may not have been blueberries. Everything is a blueberry
If
to
it had
Chio.
been a chokeweed berry,
Yeah.
maybe hallucinations.
And you damn murder hobo.
You are the murderous hobo that ever hoboed.
Or hobo to hobo to murder.
But you know what? Because you did that,
I made their adventure even better.
you added to something that I already had planned.
Cool.
So yeah, until next time.